Hi, today I am going to read Mr. Men the Big Match by Roger. Mr. Small was very excited. It was the big football match on Saturday and Mr. Small loved football. But there was a problem. Mr. Small was a bit too small. See the ball? See, Mr. Small? But Mr. Small was determined to play. On Saturday, he arrived at the football field all ready to go. He really hoped he'd be picked for the team. The big match was Happy Land against the Bossy Boots. Mr. Happy was the captain of Happy Land and his team was all organized. Little Miss Bossy was of course captain of the Bossy Boots. She began picking the team, but some were not suitable. For instance, she did not pick Mr. Strong because he was much too strong. He burst the ball every time he kicked it. And she did not pick Little Miss Splendid because she was wearing quite the wrong sort of shoes and she refused to wear football boots. And Mr. Mischief, well, he kept moving the goalposts. But eventually, Little Miss Bossy did choose her team. Finally, there was only one place left and the choice was between Mr. Belly and Mr. Small. She picked Mr. Jelly. Poor Mr. Small, he was very disappointed. The two teams took their positions on the pitch and Mr. Noisy, the referee, blew his whistle, a terribly loud whistle, so loud that Mr. Jelly took fright and ran away. Bother, said Little Miss Bossy. Okay, Small, you're on. Mr. Small was delighted. He was going to play after all. The big match started and it was soon easy to see that the Happy Land team were far better than the Bossy Boots, especially because they had Mr. Tickle in goal. His long arms saved every shot. And Mr. Small quickly realized that he was not going to have much chance of showing all his skills. Nobody passed the ball to him. Poor Mr. Small. See? Just before half time, Mr. Happy scored the first goal for Happy Land. Mr. Forgetful, who was the Bossy Boots' goalkeeper, had forgotten he was there. And see, he was reading the newspaper. So at half time, Little Miss Bossy put Little Miss Somersault in goal. What a difference! She was brilliant. So brilliant, she even scored a goal at the other end as well. With only 5 minutes to play, the score was 1-1 and Mr. Small had not touched the ball even once. And then a long ball kicked forward by Little Miss Helpful landed just in front of Mr. Tickle. He reached out one long arm, but as he tried to pick it up, the ball suddenly moved to the left. That's odd, he thought. He tried to pick it up again and the ball rolled to the right. The ball zigzagged forwards and then it darted left and slid right. Each time Mr. Tickle reached for it, the ball was too quick. Before Mr. Tickle knew what was going on, the ball had rolled over the goal line and Mr. Noisy blew the final whistle. I don't understand, said a very confused Mr. Tickle. And then Mr. Small stepped from behind the ball. Mr. Small had scored the winning goal. He was awarded man of the match. small man of the big match. The end.